Called it.
Vindicated.
Dashboard confessional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's dailymail.co.uk bringing us an article titled Eyes on the Road. Engineers put a pair of googly eyes on a self-driving car to help pedestrians work out if they have been seen and whether it is safe to cross.
That's what I love about this. It's for the pedestrians. Again, it's for the for the interactions with human beings. That's what the googly eyes are for.
Yeah.
Well, if these cars have any experience like I did, it's probably going to make the pedestrians extremely angry at them for some unknown reason. But tell me more, Gons.
Well, first off, just, hold on. I got to fix your green screen situation. I'll do that real quick. But also, for those of you who just listen to the show, don't watch it, you know that Basil has been in a pair of VR goggles, googly eyes for years now. So
Going
just
on 3
keeping
years
that in
now.
mind as, as when you're listening, he is covered or, I don't know, veiled with googly eyes. Okay. The article states, a comic pair of googly eyes on the front of a self-driving car could reduce traffic accidents, a new study suggests.
Safety.
Researchers in Japan fitted a golf cart with two large remote-controlled robotic eyes, making it look like the beloved children's TV character Brum. Do you know about Brum?
No, I don't know about
Neither
Brum.
do I. We're
Okay.
old people now.
Good.
In experiments in VR, they found pedestrians were able to make, quote, safer or more efficient choices when the eyes were fitted than when they were not.
In experiments in VR.
Yeah, it's a simulation. Come on.
So this whole thing is combining VR, autonomous robotics, and giant googly eyes. So
And the Japanese. So it's really
and the Japanese. So it's like they took
the ingredients of our show.
They walked up to the berry bush that is Canary Cry NewsTalk. They said, "Oh, look at these delicious berries, Canary Cry NewsTalk berries." They took all of them, they excoriated the bush, and then boiled down all the Canary Cry NewsTalk berries into a jam, into a delicious jelly, and jarred it for the future. And that is what this article is here at sciencealert.com. It's Canary Cry NewsTalk preserves.
The video is very peculiar, and also, I'm looking at our feed right now where the eyeballs are moving around on that golf cart being displayed next to your googly eyes, and I gotta say, you got some catching up to do, man. These googly eyes are definitely more powerful and autonomous.
They move. I know. That's what I need. I need some googly eyes that can actually move back and forth.
Look at you. You're already outdated. You need an
I'll
update.
admit. Yeah, I'm a first run at the googly eyes. Yeah, first gen googly eye VR headset combination, and it's probably about time for a Basil 2.0. So if there's anybody out there, in fact, I do know one of our producers who is handy enough, capable enough, knowledgeable enough to build me something. So I might, you know who you are. I might be reaching out, but we've been sort of shouting maniacally into the internet about how it seems popular media and science culture and all sorts of things seem to be taking cues, or at least spiritual influence from what we've been doing for years. And this is one of the most triggering examples of that I can possibly imagine.
I tried to tell you.
Is there any more? How did it work?
According to the researchers,
does people feel safe when robotic googly eyes look back at them? Because this is actually research that we could apply to our own product.
Yeah, according to the researchers, pedestrians generally like to look at vehicle drivers to know that they've registered their presence. But in a future where self-driving cars are commonplace, pedestrians won't be able to do this as the driver's seat will be empty. Therefore, having a set of eyes on a self-driving car can help pedestrians judge if they should not cross the road and in turn avoid potential traffic accidents. There's a bunch of pictures here, and then it goes on, quote, "There is not enough investigation into the interaction between self-driving cars and the people around them, such as pedestrians. said study author Professor Takeo Igarashi at the University of Tokyo. Quote, "We need more investigation and effort into such interaction to bring safety and assurance to society regarding self-driving cars." Society. If there were eyes on self-driving cars in the future, the direction of the eyes would have to be synced up to the self-driving car's vision system. In other words, if a pedestrian were to see the eyes looking at them, they would know that the self-driving technology has, quote unquote, seen and registered them. And it talks about LiDAR and a little bit more about the study here. But 18 participants, 9 women, 9 men.
It's not enough, but okay.
Aged 18 to 49 experienced 4 scenarios in the VR experience, 2 when the car was fitted with eyes and 2 when it wasn't. Because you don't want to use real self-driving cars, you might get hurt. When the vehicle was fitted with robotic eyes, it either looked at the pedestrian, registering their presence, or away, not registering them. Participants experienced the scenarios multiple times in random order and were given 3 seconds each time to decide whether or not they would cross the road in front of the cart. Well, yeah, obviously, this is like natural human. This is like manipulation at its core, using robotics to. And
that's always been a part. So this almost was the Flippy update. We have a different Flippy update, but this was a good contender. But it's just, and we could not pass this story up. And I think it's bigger than Flippy.
Sure.
But it does parallel some of the things we've been exploring with Flippy, specifically the social engineering of interactions between humans and robots. And, you throw that into the mix. Again, the Canary Cry NewsTalk, Mama's Jam preserves, Grandmama's special treat for good boys.
Yeah, okay.
The fact that the whole thing is revolving around the social engineering, the acceptance of robots, and what does it take? What will it take for humans to feel safe around robots? Googly eyes on autonomous driving cars. It's too much, man. It's too much. My brain cannot latch onto this. It keeps slipping off.
Yeah, it also says here that overall participants were able to make safer or more efficient choices when the eyes were fitted to the cart, although there was a gender split in the results.
Oh.
Woke up, man.
Male participants made many dangerous road crossing decisions, such as choosing to cross when the car was not stopping. But these errors were reduced by the cart's eye gaze.
Oh.
However, there was not much difference in safe situations for men, such as choosing to cross when the car was going to stop. On the other hand, the female participants made more inefficient decisions.
This is not okay.
No.
The descriptions of this is
such as choosing not to cross when the car was intending to stop.
Although
likewise,
inefficient is the most hilarious Japanese scientist misogynist way to refer to to female decisions.
But likewise, these errors were reduced by the cart's eye gaze. I feel like a robot wrote this article. However, there was not. This is repeating itself. I don't know what is going on. Quote, "The results suggested a clear difference between genders, which was very surprising and unexpected," said study author Chia Ming Chang.
So this brings up the gaze that I've spoken about before. Now, I've gone deep into the philosophical idea of the gaze. That's G-A-Z-E.
Yeah.
The gaze of another, is how we identify that we are separate from the world. It takes the eyes of someone else looking at us to really see ourselves. These are all things that have been discussed by philosophers for a very long time. And so speaking about the robot gaze, as there is actually a Canary Cry NewsTalk sticker talking about the robot gaze, spelled differently. Based on that deep dive that I gave, the invention of the gaze of another, the robot gaze having a controlling effect, a calming effect, an identifying connection with each individual human that is then seen by those eyes, is an extraordinarily powerful mechanism that, as we see by yet another scientific experiment, has drastic implications for human-robot relations, tapping into some of the most deep-seated core principles of how our brains work. And it's all in the name of getting these self-driving robots free from the clutches of regulation and things like that.
Sure. Well, they're claiming that this could save people's lives, which you can go ahead and pick up on that sort of argument or propaganda and make it your own thing. See, like your googly eyes, it's just helping people save lives. That's all you're doing.
Overall, I'm having to reframe my idea of how, the world is jacking all of my style. And I'll reframe it. This is a confirmation that the VR googly eyes combination, along with the very specific topics of my career path, all merging together to be sort of a almost, what do they call it? An anthropomorphic field of ideas where I am at the center. And now I shall somehow use this research to better the show. I'm not sure how. Not sure if it's done it yet, but I'm working on it, folks. Don't worry.
Yeah, mark the date.
Mm-hmm.
More things to go in the Red Book.